everyone, welcome to our channel, and today in this video I'll be showing the methods that we use to learn the place values. Actually, we started with the Montessori method, but in this video I'll be showing both the Montessori as well as the traditional method. So come, let's get into the video. First, let's start with the Montessori beads. Actually, I have used these beads for units 10s and 100s, but in case if you don't have the beads, you can make a DIY one using macaroni. I just use the popsicles and I stick the macaroni for 10 beads. And for the units, you can as well use the pearls that is available at home, or you can use this macaroni itself, or any grain should do too. And for the hundreds, I thought it's better to use the printable itself, so I'll share the link to this printable in my description box below. And for 1000, I just made a cube and stick the 100 cards around. So actually I just printed this and laminated it, thinking that like for a longer run lamination would help me. So that's how we started with the place values. So first, actually I introduced, this is the units and tens, this is hundreds, and the bigger one is 1000. Okay, and we followed the 3P lesson, which is units, 110, 100, 1000. Can you touch and show me units? Can you touch and show me hundreds? Can you touch and show me tens? Can you touch and show me 1000? So can you tell me what is this? 100. Can you tell me what is this? 110. 1 unit. 1000. And once the kid is comfortable with it, we can also tell the kids that how many units make 110. So let's start with the counting. 1 unit, 2 units. So 10 units makes 110. See? 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, 6 units, 7 units, 8 units, 9 units, 10 units. So 10 units makes 110. Likewise, we can also tell them 10 tens makes 100. 110, 2 tens, 3 tens. Like that, we can tell them 10 tens makes 100. Same for thousands, it will be, we can tell them 10 hundreds makes 1000. So here we can do some activities like count the beads or get me the units. That way it will be a review for the kids to understand that this is units and this is tens and so on. So the activity goes like this. Can you get me 3 units? So it will be like 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units. So 3 units. Now can you get me 2 hundreds? 100, 2 hundreds. So this way the kid will be able to understand like, okay, 2 tens, 3 units, and we don't have to particularly say that like it's 2 tens is 20. Instead, we are currently working only on the quantities, so it's better to go with 2 tens, 3 units, 4 hundreds, 5 thousands, that way. Then you can now mix the numbers, like I would rather say like you can mix the category, like can you get me 2 tens and 3 units? So 2 tens, 110, 2 tens, and 3 units, 1 unit, 2 units, and 3 units. So this is 2 tens and 3 units. And the next will be, for example, can you get me 100, 110 and 1 unit? So 100, 110 and 1 unit. And you can slowly move on to thousands as well. So if in case you're going to skip the Montessori way and directly move into traditional method. That way, let's introduce the place value using the number cards, and I'll share the link to this in my description box below. So let's start with the unit. So point and tell the kid this is the units, and this is 110. Can you tell me how many zeros are there? So the kid will count and say 1 0. So this is 110. So this is for the units place. Now this is 100. So now can you tell me how many zeros are there? 1 2 zeros. So this is for the units, tens and 100, and same for the thousands also, but always make sure to tell the kid 1000, 100. So stress on the number. So when we are moving to 200s, like they'll be used to it, like it's 1 and this is 200, that way. And once, and also for here to practice the 3 period lesson, like can you touch and show me the units, tens, 100, 1000, and the next will be like can you tell me what is this? This is 1000, 100, 110, ones or units. Okay, so you can also make the number replace the 0 and say now I am going to keep 1 in the units place. How do we read this number? Like 110 and 1 unit, which is 11. Now let's take the tens and ones and make it sit on the zeros. See, we have 1 in the units place and 1 in our tens place and 1 in our hundreds place. So the number will be 100, 110 and 1 units. Now let's take all the number and make it sit on the zeros. How many zeros we have? So let's first make the 100 sit on the first 0. How many zeros we have? 2. So our tens. So the last will be our unit. So we have 1 unit, 110, 100 and 1000. And whenever you are starting, just make sure to start from left to right, that is the units to thousands, just the way like they will be getting the hang that the smaller number will come in the left followed by the bigger numbers. So if in case we are going to work only with the number cards and not with the beads, then that way we can make some more cards like this to frame the numbers. You can tell the kid first to make a number like, can you get me 2 tens? So this will be 2 tens. Now how about we place 3 in the units place? So it will be like, so this will be our unit. So 3 in the units place. So now can we try to read the number? It will be 2 tens and 3 units. If required, you can stress on the number like 23, or just read it as 2 tens and 3 units. And go to the next number. This time you can frame the number and ask the kid to read it. Like, can you tell me what number is this? We have 3 in the tens place and 8 in the units place. So this will be 3 tens and 8 units. 3 tens, 30, 38. Once the kid is comfortable this way, then move to the hundreds place. So for example, this will be our 2 hundreds. So now I'm going to place 3 in my tens place. So I have 2 hundreds and 3 tens. So let's keep 3 in the units place. So the number will be 2 hundreds, 3 tens and 3 units. Then you can slowly remove the tens place and show that 10 is missing and we have only units and hundreds. This step has to be done once the kid is confident with all the place values, like having values in all the hundreds, tens and units. So now let's try to read this number. We have 2 in the hundreds place and there is nothing. 0 means nothing. So we don't have anything in our tens place and we have 3 in our units place. So we just need to skip 10 and read the number as 203. Okay, same. Now we can even skip the units place and tell the kid that we have 2 in our hundreds place, 3 in the tens place and 0. We don't have any number in our units place. So it will be 230. So once the kid is confident with hundreds, then slowly move to thousands. And always make sure that first introduce having values for all the place values, then maybe you can skip tens or hundreds and go with the activities. So if you're going to follow the Montessori method, after the first step you need to introduce the number card just like before. Then you need to now do a matching activity like quantity versus number cards. So here you need to point and say this is the unit and this is tens and this is 100 and this will be 1000. Again you can as well do the 3-period lesson and then you can start with the activity like either first you show in the number card or the reverse. For example, here we are going to give the kid the number card which reads 3 tens and 8 units. So now we'll be asking the kid to match with its quantity. So always make sure to start from the units place, because when we are doing addition or subtraction in the future we will be starting from the units place. So this will be an habit for the kid to make sure that like we should always start from the units place. So it will be like 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, 6 units, 7 units and 8 units. And we need 3 tens, 1 10, 2 tens and 3 tens. So we have 3 tens and 8 units. So the number is 38. So this way the kid will be able to compare the quantity with the numbers. So for example, in future also if you are going to say like can you get me 3 candies, so they will be able to easily associate that like the number versus the quantity. Then you can slowly move to 100. For example, here it will be like 2 hundreds, 3 tens and 8 units. So now again start from the units place, then move to tens and 100. So here we need 100 and 200s. So 200, 3 tens and 8 units. So after this activity you can do the reverse. For example, you give the quantity and ask the kid to make the number 2 hundreds, 3 tens and 8 units. So 200, here it is the reverse, that is we are going to match the quantity to the number. So either ways like they will be reviewing or working on the quantity versus number cards. Once the kid is confident, go to the next place value. Till then work on the tens and units, hundreds, tens and units, then move to thousands. And for hundreds also start with the adjacent first. For example, introduce a number like this first before going to non-adjacent numbers like 208. So always start with the units place with 0 first and make the kid understand that 0 means nothing. So here we don't have any value for the units. So this way the kid will be bringing the quantity as 2 hundreds and 3 tens. And we will be saying, or the kid will be saying that we don't have anything in the units place. Then you can introduce 208.
I know that this video has gone really long.
and please excuse me for the same. Actually, my plan was to club the content and the worksheet in one single video, but when I started, I thought let me be clear with my instructions so that it will be helpful for parents who are going to start place value for the very first time for their kids. So I'll post the place value worksheet in my next video, and as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thanks a lot for your support, and please do keep supporting us. So see you all in my next video on place value worksheet. Till then, take care and bye bye.